Hi. So, welcome to my channel. So, what the fuck kind of intro is that? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So, basically, let's just sit down in cars and chat. I like doing this. I like sitting, I don't know about everyone else, but like I just love sitting in cars and talking to friends. Like, I don't know, it's very oddly therapeutic, so I feel like it would be kind of fun to do as like a video, I guess. Mostly because of the fact I don't really have much of friends, but that's another topic for another day. But lately I've been realizing how I should really stop acting like a victim all the time. And yes, a lot of fucked up shit happened to me in this fucking lifetime, which will be a very long story, a shitty story to talk about, but just to stop being a fucking victim all the time. Then I'm always there like, oh my god, like this person did this to me, oh my god, complaining about it. But in reality is that when something fucking shitty happens to you, like I'm sorry that something happens to you, but the majority of the time there's always a lesson to learn from that experience. So I've been looking back on every shit experience I ever had, and I realized how each and every situation that I've gone through has all taught me something that basically helped shape me to be a more improved person, I guess, or at least the person I am now today. And it's a lot. Honestly, I love sharing story times about people who fucked me over, but I also need to highlight what I learned from that. So I feel like it'd be kind of fun for me to just share different story times, like different stories about shit that I've gone through over the years, and basically what type of shit I learned from it, like what lessons I learned from that. You know, so like if someone's watching this, they'd be going through the same thing. They'd be like, hey, like, fuck, like, I feel like I'm the only one going through this. Am I crazy? Like, what the fuck do I even do? And then they click on video like, oh wait, I've gone through this before, and let me see what she did or like what happened to her, so I can do or don't do the shit that she did to get through this. So I feel like it's kind of fun to do. So, or like, at least to me, it just feels like I feel more at ease knowing that even though I've gone through whatever fucked up situation, at least I want to take something positive out of it. Like, hey, like, at least one person watched my video and they're like, oh, okay, now I know how to best handle the situation. I'm going to do the exact same thing right now. So I feel my first video, the first one, it should be about this situation I've gone through in my junior year of high school with a boy crazy friend. So I should also say, okay, what made me think about this video, I remember I kept seeing a lot of TikTok videos about how boy crazy girls are fucking dangerous, and that's literally true. And you might be thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, okay, so boy crazy girls, let me just say this first. Boy crazy girls are girls who will literally do anything for a guy. They prioritize guys over literally anyone, including themselves. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. You can be their best friend of 5 years. If they have an opportunity to screw you over to have a better chance with that guy, they will take it. They will take it. And at times, honestly, it can be fucking dangerous. Like, it's crazy. And I feel like some people might be like, okay, like, you're over exaggerating. But like, the thing is though, like, it really is. And if you had a boy crazy friend and they never put you through a crazy situation, either number one, you're lucky that it happened to you, or number two, it's a ticking time bomb. It's bound to happen eventually. Like, if you're still currently friends with a boy crazy girl, it's bound to happen to you eventually. So I recommend you drop them ASAP. Because I'm telling you, like, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, you could be at the club with your friends, and then she'll just ditch you there. Like, she could be your ride. She'll just ditch you there. Be like, whatever, I'm going out with this guy. Leave you there. For you to be like, what the fuck's going on? You're by yourself there. And you don't know. Like, something bad could happen while you're there because you're by yourself. You know? So it can be fucking dangerous having type of friends. I don't recommend having type of friends anyway for your mental health because fuck no. So let me tell you a story about this girl in high school. So to put things in perspective, I've been friends with this girl since like middle school. Well, I knew of her in middle school, but I feel like we really solidified as friends like my freshman year of high school. So basically, she was always very boy crazy, and honestly, it's just so draining to be around because at a certain point, it's really annoying having conversation with girls that are only about guys. Like, it's pretty fucking annoying. It's like, and there's nothing wrong here and there, like talking about your crush. You're like, oh, hee. I saw him today. It's cute. I saw a bug. Anyways, there's nothing wrong with that. I just mean like only about them. Like, whenever you talk to them, whenever you see them, it's always about guys. You guys never talk about anything else. It's only about guys, strictly guys. At a certain point, it gets very fucking annoying because, like, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. Okay, like, can we please talk about anything else? I don't want to hear about this shit anymore. It's so annoying. Anyways, so she always talked about guys, and honestly, I can go in more about her in another video because there's just so many things wrong with this friendship. Because especially specifically her, I'm not trying to be a victim, but I'm saying, like, no. So she had this weird thing where she would be obsessed with old guys. At the time, like, she was to be very obsessed with serial killers, but not in a way like, oh well, like, oh my god, I'm just really into like true crime. No, this bitch was obsessed with serial killers, specifically those ones that the weirdos are always obsessed with. The weirdo, disgusting girls who are obsessed with serial killers. It's always those two. She has this obsession with them, where she like actually like have a crush on them. It's like, and I remember like we were all sitting there at the table being like, what the fuck? And one time she drew like a picture, like drawing of like her favorites or whatever, and how like she was in love with them. And we were just, I remember I was like, this isn't cute. Like, that's not a good thing. I don't know why you're trying to flex that. I remember being like, oh my god, Tiffany, be quiet. I'm like, and I remember for a long time I felt crazy, but whatever. That's a whole other thing. Not only that, but she has always had these weird obsessions with her teachers as well, and it's very creepy, honestly. To the point where literally, I remember junior year, we were just literally in line for trying to get fucking lunch. We were starving, and I remember she went on how she had this dream about this guy her teacher, apparently in the dream, killed his wife for her and left off with her, and she went in detail how like they went. I don't know why I made that specific face, but you know what I mean. And just like, I remember listening to that. We were forced to listen to it, and we're just there like, I'm not hungry anymore. And afterwards, we would be like texting like, what the fuck was she doing? Like, we didn't know what to hear that shit. First of all, second one, that was disgusting. Like, this is literally mind terrorism. That's what I call it, mind terrorism. Because why are you telling me that? I don't want to picture that in my head, you know? Like, that's disgusting. I don't want to picture that. It's mind terrorism. Ugh. Anyways, so she always did that. And she never really had crushes on guys at her school. It was the only guys she had a crush on were fucking teachers and all that celebrities, and then those people. But yeah, so basically It was pretty annoying. I remember towards the end of our friendship, I was getting very sick of it. We were all getting pretty sick of it because we were just complaining to each other, like, oh my god, like, why she keep bringing that up? We keep telling her, shut the fuck up. Like, we don't want to keep hearing this shit. We don't want to keep hearing this. Like, no, we don't want to hear how badly you want to fuck your teacher. We don't care. We don't fucking care. We can talk about literally anything else, okay? Whatever. But anyways, fast forward to prom. So, this is when this whole thing went down. Everything went down because another lesson I learned is how people aren't always what they make themselves out to be. And it may take a while to actually see the true colors. Which, this was what during this time. Because we knew she was boy crazy. But, to be honest, I never knew to extent how boy crazy someone can be until this situation. So, for prom, I was originally supposed to go with this one girl in our friend group. Our friend group consisted of 4 girls. Me, a girl named Brianna, a girl named Sandra, and then that side girl, the crazy girl. So, I was originally supposed to go with Brianna. Me and Brianna made plans to go to prom together, and then Sandra didn't want to go to prom. But, also, the crazy girl, she was also going to prom as well, but the thing is that she had a prom date. So, she had a prom date because there's this guy who, she had a crush on at school. And they went on a date once. They went to see a movie. Ooh, let's not do that. They went to see a movie. It went great, and they both really liked each other. And then he asked her to prom and stuff. It was very cute. We were helping him out and stuff like that. But anyways, so basically, so I really badly worded what I was trying to say. But basically, what she told was that her friend told her that when they were in a relationship together, she and him, they were with a couple other friends hanging out by a campfire, and then the guy, he kind of messed with the social cue and thought it'd be a romantic time to like lean for a kiss as like a romantic gesture. But then when he did, she didn't like that and told him not to do that, and he backed off and he felt bad. He didn't do it ever again. But then afterwards, she ran around telling everyone that he assaulted her. So after she told her this, she literally, I'm gonna go more in depth later in the video, but like, she literally just takes this as an opportunity to literally just ditch him and make other plans, I guess. Like, she just needed an excuse to go off with this other dude. But yeah, so after she heard that, I'm not gonna lie, she took that as an excuse to basically be like, you know what, I don't want to go to prom with you. I don't want to do that anymore. Well, she didn't say that, but she kept going around telling everybody, well, I'm not going to prom anymore. But she told everybody except for him. And then we kept telling her, hey, you need to tell him, you know. And she kept brushing off like, no. Another thing that I forgot to mention was how our entire group, we were all offering our solutions, because we genuinely thought at first that like, oh, like she was scared, obviously, because like you heard that she, you know. So we kept offering solutions like, hey, like, you need to tell him that because you don't want to go prom. Because like at first we were like, okay, like maybe what if she was saying like wasn't far from the truth, you know, like what if he is probably gonna do something like that to her. So then we got our solutions like, hey, like we'll go with you if you're just scared to do it, like besides we're in school, like he won't hurt you, we'll be around you at all times. And she kept saying no, and then that kept going on and on until, like I said, I'm gonna mention this later in the video as well, how she basically just snapped at us. And that's at that point when she snapped at us, we realized that where her true intentions were, and it was not because she was scared, but she generally was just fucking this guy over. So yeah. And then after that, she kept begging me to go prom with her, like not even Brianna, just me. And then when Brianna, like she kept saying over and over again, but I was like, I'm going Brianna though. And then Brianna was telling me like, hey, like if like you can go to a prom with her if you want, like, and we could just meet up together. She's never gonna stop asking you. And I'm like, all right. So I decided to go to prom with her, and she was gonna be my ride, but that's what she kept saying. She's like, please come with me, I'll take you to prom, but keep on with me, like I don't want to go by myself, I'll take you. I'm like, all right. So that was the thing, and we kept telling her over and over again, but she wouldn't tell him. We were like, hey, you need to tell him, and then she kept saying no, until eventually she snapped at us, kept snapping at us, and she'd go like, fuck you, like shut the fuck up, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, I'm not going to tell him, so mind your fucking business. And she was snapping at us like what the fuck is wrong with you? first you kept claiming that you were scared, and now you're snapping at us, trying to shut the fuck up and mind your business. Like, what's your deal, you know? And I should also say, at the very same time, I don't think this is a coincidence, because the same day she decided not to go out with him anymore was the same day that she just so happened to found a 22-year-old was playing with a 22-year-old, and she could screenshot it and send it to me and Sandra in a group chat. She didn't invite Brianna in a group chat, because I also forgot to mention that Brianna was friends with a guy who asked her out to prom, and she literally told the crazy girl straight to her face, if you do anything to break his heart, because we were friends before you and I were friends, if you do anything to break his heart, we're never gonna be friends again. And she said that, and then so ever since that's why she didn't want to tell her or anything like that. But the thing is that me and Sandra told her anyway. We were like, you know what, like, someone's bound to have to tell him, so that's what we did. We told her, like, hey, she's doing this. She put us in a group chat. She's literally sending us screenshots of her flirting with a 22-year-old who is like talking about becoming a police officer. And there's like, what the fuck? And first of all, we were just there like, how the fuck did you even find like a 22-year-old phone number anyway? Like, where the fuck did she find these guys? Our theory is that she has Tinder downloaded. So I remember one time she had her phone open and it showed all her apps. And I remember I vaguely saw the Tinder app profile. I mean, not profile. The app, the icon. And then quickly she just swiped it. And I'm like, what was that? And she was like, nothing. It's nothing. I'm like, alright. But that's our theory. Our theory is that she lies about her age, saying that she's 18, and then goes on Tinder and then finds these 22-year-olds. I should also mention as well, she's 16. We're all 16. Well, I was 17. Everyone else was 16. So I have an early birthday, but whatever. And we're just like, what the fuck? We're just like, what the fuck? And we're like, okay, that's why she's not telling him. First of all, she was very quick to be like, no, I'm not going with her anymore. But the thing is, she doesn't tell him, and she kept leading him on. And we kept telling her, like, tell him, you need to fucking tell him. And she's like, no. And we're just like, what the fuck? So when we discovered this, we realized that the only reason why she was leading him on is because that broke ass bitch, she didn't want to buy her own ticket. She was like, no. She didn't want to buy her own fucking ticket. She was leading him on to use it for his ticket, but he bought her ticket. So she knew damn well that if she said that she didn't want to go anymore, that means she had to buy her own fucking ticket, and she didn't want to fucking do that. So that's why she kept doing that, and we were just kind of pissed off, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you do that? You know, like, you didn't even bother talking to him or anything. You literally just quickly just like, let me go off and talk to a 22-year-old instead. Like, the fuck? I should also mention as well, at this time I was talking to a dude, and the dude was making it seem like he was asking to prom. So I kept saying like, oh my god, I think he's asking to prom. So the thing is, I don't want to leave her out to dry. Be like, oh yeah, let's go together. Actually, never mind. He asked me to prom. Sorry, find your own way. Bye. I mean, sorry. You have to go by yourself. Bye. You know, I'm not gonna do that. So I kept saying like, hey, by the way, just in case that, like, I don't know, he making it seem like he's asking to prom. So like, I just want to remind you, like, hey, like, just in case, that I don't want to leave you out to dry. You know, just have like a backup, you know, because I feel bad. I don't want to leave you by yourself, but at the same time, like, if he's asking to prom, like, I want to go with it, you know. And then one day, this was like 2 days before prom, we were a group of 4, me, Sandra, and her, and another girl. We're all walking together around during the school, like before school started, and then eventually we kind of split up. And she's like, oh my god, I'm like so excited to like go to prom together. I'm like, oh my god, me too. But I just remember, like, you know, just in case, like, he might ask me to prom still, like, he's making it seem like he is. So I don't want to leave you out to dry, just to remind you, because I don't want to drop you, like, I don't want to see you, like, not see this coming and be like, what the fuck, like, you know. And then she straight up tells me to my face, well, I hope he doesn't ask you to prom. And I'm just there like, what the fuck? The fuck do you mean? Like, why would you, like, I'm just saying that, I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say that to your own fucking friend? And I asked her, like, why would you say that? And then I was like, I was too nice in the situation. I honestly, realistically, I would have slapped her. Be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I was way too nice. And I was like, why'd you say that? And then she was like, oh, you know, because I want you to go prom with me. I'm like, bitch, you're praying on my fucking downfall because you don't have a fucking date? Fuck you. Like, are you kidding me? Anyways, so moving on. Again, this is 2 days for prom. She also decides to completely let me know, oh yeah, by the way, even though I promised it to me, I promised you that I'd be your ride. Actually, I can't drop you off for prom. And to keep in mind, prom is not our high school. Some high schools do that where they have prom in their high school. No, ours is at a venue over an hour away. So it's like, you wanted me to go in the car with you all the way 1 hour away from us to go to prom, and you're gonna ditch me there? No, but without, like, this is 2 days for prom. I don't know that many people are going to prom. The only person I know is Brianna, and Brianna was going with her own friends or on a fucking limo. You literally want me in the very last second to find my own way back home after I changed my entire plan for you. That's fucking sick. That is some fucked up shit. Like, why would you fucking do that? I remember I got so pissed off. I'm just there like, what the fuck? And I remember I texted a group chat with me, Brianna, and Sandra, and I'm like, what the fuck? Look at this shit. Like, look at this fucking shit. Like, look what the fuck she just said. And I remember when I asked her why she's not gonna give me a ride back home, she was like, oh, because I'm leaving prom an hour early to go out with the 22-year-old. As in, like, the 22-year-old is driving to where our prom is, gonna pick her up and do, I don't fucking know. We all know damn well what she's trying to plan to do. And we're just like, what the fuck? First of all, that's illegal. Illegal. Number 2, fuck you. You wanna leave me a fucking prom stranded? And I remember, I don't know why I didn't tell them all that when it first happened, but I told them all in the group chat at the same time, like, this is what she's planning to do, this is what she said to me, blah, 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 what the fuck do I do? And they're just like, what the fuck? Why did you tell us this? I'm just like, I don't know, what the fuck do I do? I'm like, what the fuck is this? Anyways, so I was like, what the fuck do I do? And then Brianna, I didn't know what to tell this. So I remember, I was putting a mental breakdown, but that entire week was shitty. That entire fucking week was so fucking shitty. Like, some guy was racist to me, called me a fucking limo out of nowhere. All I fucking said was, oh yeah, I'm on swim team. This motherfucker goes, that's why you're legally here. That's how you're legally here. Fuck you. Second, that motherfucker, the day of our prom, fucking plays me. I'm like, bitch. And then that bitch played me. I mean, wait, that bitch betrayed me. That's what I have to say. Like, what the fuck? Anyways, so I remember fucking Friday. I had no idea what to do. The day prior, Friday, which is the day before prom. The day prior to Friday, that dude was that fucking racism. That same day, that motherfucker played me, and I have to deal with her bullshit. I'm like, why can't I fake a fucking break? I remember breaking down, crying, me like, I can't deal with this shit anymore. I can't fuck with this shit anymore. I'm not going to prom. Fuck this shit. Fuck you. Fuck everyone. I'm not going to prom. Fuck guys. And Brianna was just telling me, calm down. Calm the fuck down. Here's what you're gonna do instead. You're not gonna ditch prom. You're gonna come with me and my friends. I'll pay for you, so you don't have to. But you're not missing prom. And also, fuck guys. Just mean a guy prom. I'm like, I remember thinking about it. I'm like, all right, we're going. So, anyways. So then, so that was the plan. So then I told her, the crazy girl, I was like, you know what? I remember, like, me and Brianna knew that if I told her I was going to Brianna instead, she'll flip down on both of us. So we were like, okay, I'm just going to make up a lie. It wasn't a lie. But I told her, hey, girly pop, sorry, but I actually can't go with you anymore. because you told me you can't drop me off, so I have to go with someone else. Sorry. And I remember with the pettiest message back, she said, okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Bitch, you're the one who fucking ditching me for a fucking 22-year-old. You can make out a 20-year-old, like, shut up. Anyways, so then moving on, the next day prom day, Saturday, I was getting my nails done, and that's when she texted a group chat with me and Brianna, and she was like, hey, so we still have for dinner. First of all, I've never had planned for dinner. I don't know what the fuck she got that from, and we also knew that one at the same time. So I was gonna eat burgers with Brianna and her friends, so we both know I couldn't say that, so then Brianna was just being honest because she was just straight up her plans that she was like, we already knew that she was gonna go with her friends. But I had to come with a lie. So she said, like, oh yeah, like, I'm gonna eat burgers with my friends, sorry. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, like, I can't. I have to go eat dinner with my parents. They want me to eat with them. And then that's when she fucking flipped out on all of us, and she started screaming at us, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You stupid bitches! No, like, not really. But she didn't flip out. She was like, oh my god, of all the times that I want something to go my way, it doesn't happen. And going on and on and on. I remember it went on for like 30 minutes, her screaming at us in a group chat saying it's our fault and blaming it all on us, and nothing goes her way. And we kept saying, like, hey, like, stop putting the blame on us, like, this isn't anybody's fault. Brianna said that, actually. Brianna said that. Me, I was getting my nails done, so I couldn't really type that well. So, and she got gaslighting. I was like, I'm not putting the blame on you guys. I'm not putting the blame on you guys. And then she literally texted Sandra saying, like, oh my god, they ruined our plans. Oh my god, they ruined my plans. And Sandra was sending screenshots of what she was saying about us to us. And it was a whole different thing. And it went on. And the point I got so sick of it, I was like, you know what, fuck you. And then I was like, the only reason why plans changed because you literally tried to ditch me at fucking prom because for a 22-year-old. And then she didn't think that Brianna knew, so she started gaslighting me. She's like, Tiffany, you're like, I would never ditch you. I don't know why you would say that. You know, of course I'm gonna be there with you the entire time. She kept gaslighting me, and she texted Sandra saying, like, oh my god, like, look what Tiffany sent in a group chat. She literally trying to fucking expose me. And then she's in the group chat with all of us, and we're just like, bruh, so stupid. And was on, and we got to a huge fight, and it stopped. And then a couple hours before prom, she texted us saying, like, I'm so sorry about what I said earlier, you guys. I hope you can still have fun at prom together. With a smiley face. And we just didn't respond. And then eventually we got to prom. I was there. And I was really stupid. I learned to never do this shit again. But at prom, I was like, you know what? I shouldn't let me just let this go. And just have fun with her, you know? You know, just let this go. I mean, this is gonna be like, this is prom, you know? So then we were dancing together and stuff, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere she was like, oh, I have to go. I'm like, the fuck do you mean you have to go? She's like, I have to go. I'm like, go where? And she's like, he's here. This 20-year-old's here. I'm like, so I thought she canceled it after all of that. And then I kept begging her, please don't go, like, you don't even know this guy, you literally, I don't know what the fuck you met him, like, you don't know what can do, like, you don't know what can happen, something bad can happen. And she kept saying, I have to go, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you don't have to go, just make an excuse. And like, no, I have to go. And we got to a fight, like, and eventually she just dipped. She got into the guy's car and left. And I heard nothing from her all night. And I remember I was talking to kissing, and she was like, oh my god, like, she just left already. She left, I don't know what to do. And I started freaking out, I started fucking crying. I promise I'm not gonna be one of those girls that cried at prom, but there was that girl that cried at prom because of this stupid bitch. And it was so embarrassing. And then Brianna was like, Tiffany, like, this isn't your fault, this is her fault. If something bad happened to her, it's not on you, it's on her, but she's the one that left anyway after you kept saying, begging her not to. So yeah, and then she texted me the next day saying, like, oh my god, like, me and him, we had so much fun together, we made out, you know. And then I just never texted her again. I just didn't text her. And then she kept looking at my phone literally on Monday and Tuesday, be like, what the fuck, why aren't you texting me and stuff. And I was too nice. I was like, I don't want to be friends anymore because this is too toxic. I'm so done with doing all this. And she kept trying to gaslight me, be like, no, nothing's toxic, like, what are you talking about? And then she was like, and eventually I was like, no, I don't want to talk to you anymore. She's like, this is not Tiffany. This is not Tiffany. This is Brianna, isn't it? Brianna's making you say this. Like, you don't actually want to do this. I'm like, no one's manipulating me to do anything. No one's texting for me. This is literally me being too nice. I don't want to be friends anymore. Do not text me ever again. And that's that. And after that, she kept talking shit about me after that. But, like, whatever. So I also forgot to mention, I swear next time I do story time, I'm gonna write everything all down so I can remember, but literally, okay. So basically, she literally just planned this entire thing out. She planned this shit out. She literally was in contact with the guy long before she told us. So I remember she showed us the screenshots and everything. They were all very late into the conversation. Like they've been texting for a while. But the only thing is that since she heard the news about the guy, she decided, like, you know what, this is the best time for me to bring up this guy I'm also talking to. Because that's the type of person she was, which is another red flag, that she's, like, a player and a cheater. And not only that, but she also encourages cheating, which that's not the type of person you want to have around anyways. Yeah, so basically the only reason why she wanted to go to prom was only because she wanted to have an excuse to go out with the guy, because there's literally only opportunity to do so. And also, another thing I forgot to mention was how the only reason why she so badly wanted me to go with her and that she'd be my ride, even though she was gonna drop me off, was because she wanted to use this as an excuse as to why she didn't want her mom to come pick her up. She literally planned this shit out. Like, she literally, the only reason why she fucking invited me and then told me realized, like, actually I can't drop you off, was literally because she wanted to tell her mom that I was the one that was dropping her off. Like, that shit is sick. Like, you thought this whole this shit out. You thought this shit out just so you can go meet with a fucking 22-year-old when you're 16 and be like, oh, well, fuck you, find your own way back home. Like, I don't need this. Like, girl, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, no. Ugh. Moral of the story is, don't give people second chances that don't fucking deserve it. That don't fucking don't fucking prove themselves to you, first of all. Number two, pay attention to red flags, because there were silly red flags that I saw, but I was like, yeah, oh well, she's my friend, you know, whatever. No. They were right fucking there. They were right there. And number three is, stay far, 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 far away from crazy, psycho, boy crazy girls. Stay far away from them. Because that bitch was willing to leave me alone stranded at prom at a venue that's an hour away without way home, knowing damn well it's just for a problem. Like, who the fuck am I gonna find to come with them? No. They don't. Boy crazy girls don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They will leave you in dangerous situations just so they can go make out or suck some dick. Like, that's fucking pathetic. And you can find better friends than that. So if you have a boy crazy friend right now, this is your sign to fucking drop them before you drop dead because of what they fucking do. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have to go right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you guys want more, let me know. I have a lot more stories. So yeah. Bye.